stop me if I need to keep everything PG. But so we've been talking for a few months, and I really like him. We built that connection and things like that. We dated for like, I don't know, we went on quite a few dates, and they were amazing dates. So yeah, I decided to just, go for things. So we kissed, and the kiss was amazing. Beforehand, when we were talking, he was like, oh my gosh, I really, really, really like you. I'm so drawn to you. I want to do this. I want to do that. I want to do that. You know what I mean? He was saying those things. So when we finally got to do it, he did none of those things.
Really? All talk, huh?
It was like, so, I mean, all of them were not my requests, by the way. He just literally like vouched and then said those things by himself. I didn't ask him to do those things for me. But then I also told him that, okay, I like certain things because this and that. And it wasn't even like a major ask, in my opinion. It was literally just like, oh, okay, I can't really finish that way. I need you to do this kind of thing.
Right.
And then he didn't do those things.
That's unfortunate.
It was our first time. We had little sleep, but I don't know how to take it, really. And he was like, oh my gosh, I had the best night of my life.
I bet.
Afterwards.
I bet.
So, I don't know. Is he not attracted to me? I don't know. I don't know.
Okay. Without getting too graphic, what things were you requesting?
So I basically told him that, okay, I can't finish just a normal way. So as most women can't. So I need you to kind of do stuff externally.
Okay.
Basically. I don't think that's so much to ask. Either with your hand or by other means. But then he didn't do those things.
Oh, so he didn't even attempt. He just didn't do them at all.
He didn't do them at all. Yeah.
Really? But he said he did.
First, yeah, like when he was like, I think, building my expectation towards it. I don't know, he was just saying like, oh, this is what I do to a woman that I like, blah, blah, blah. I would do this to you. I want to do this, and then I would do that. So, yeah.
Your question?
No, I was pretty much warmed up, by the way, Jasmine. Like, I was ready to go because maybe that's why. Because we had that build up like tension for a very long time, and it was mid my cycle, so it was like I was ready to go. So he didn't really have to do a lot of, you know what I mean? I was already there, so we just got into it. But at the finish line, I needed some kind of support, and then he just didn't do that.
So, how long have y'all been engaging one another?
Talking for 2.5 months.
And how old are you two? How old are both of you?
I am 25, and I think he's 30. Yeah, 30.
Okay. All right. And how did y'all meet?
He was a contractor, a contract worker for my company. He came and worked for a bit and then left, but then we kept talking after he left.
Gotcha. Okay. So y'all, and this was an experience that lasted for some time.
That was our first ever experience.
I mean, but it was, the duration was longer.
2.5 months. Yeah, we were talking.
No, I mean,
without doing anything. We were dating.
I mean, like the act.
The act. Yeah, we actually done it like 3 times within that night.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, we literally didn't sleep. Maybe I was thinking, was he too tired? Or I don't know.
I was going to say give Buddy another shot, but if y'all had 3 rounds and he still didn't do it, then that's side.
Yeah, he didn't do it.
I mean, you can talk about it. You can ask him. Maybe you can even ask like right before it gets there, just kind of take some agency in that way. So maybe there's something that neither of us are considering in this situation.
I'm just like so caught up thinking, oh my gosh, did he not find me sexy? Or
no, I don't think that's the case. More than likely, this is a person who's probably just a selfish lover, and then that's He was just focusing on his own pleasure in that situation.
Mm.
So if that's the case, you can just simply make the request
Okay.
before y'all get into the act next time, and then see how he responds to it. And if he has any kind of reservations,
Yeah.
nope.
What language should I use? I mean, should I just be direct or?
Just say, I want you to X.
Okay. Okay. Gotcha. Thank you so much. Thank you.
No problem, love. Best of luck to you, all right?
Thank you. Thank you so
Alright.
much.
But he got in and got out. Got in and got out. That's crazy to talk it up for a while and then don't do none of the things you said. You said it's Freaky Tuesday. I hope not. You know, the first call always sets like the theme. So hopefully, appreciate you, booty mindset. Hopefully that's not what we get, but it is what it is. Appreciate you, Nikki. Let's see if Faith connects. Let's see if Faith connects. Yeah, talk in general for anything is a red flag. Normally the opposite is true. What am I drinking? Just ginger ale. He could have said what he had to in order to do that with her. Shouldn't that type of activity flow naturally though? Not necessarily. Like, you got to kind of communicate that. Hello.
Oh. All right. Hello. How are you?
Great. How are you?
Good. Okay. I had a question. So I have been dating here and there. I just had to block someone though, and also kind of turn down someone like a week before that too.
Mm-hmm.
And I know last night you said dating websites are a no-no, and well, the first one was from Facebook dating, and this other one was from like this TikTok panel dating. But like, for some reason, I always get these guys who are like love bombers, and then like I'm an avoidant, so like I do not do well with that. And then like it's like these love bombers come to me, and I'm like, I get too closed off when they start being like, oh my God, I've thought about you all day. I miss you. You know, good morning. Da, da, da. Like, I'm like, okay, this is too much. So, like, I don't know why I'm always like this, but I tend to become an avoidant when people just get a little bit too lovey-dovey, too close, like doing the most. And then I just go away. So.
All right. Okay. So what problem are we trying to solve here?
I don't know.
Okay. So what problem are we trying to solve here?
I guess how to not be an avoidant, because this is a pattern that I guess I'm seeing is like I get this way, but then it's like I feel like a red flag is when they are a little bit too love bomby, when they're like, I've thought about you all day, I missed you so much today, and then it's like they're saying I miss you, and then it's like they're waiting for me to be like, I miss you too, and I'm like, oh, okay, thank you. Like, I literally just say, oh, okay, thank you. Because I'm like, I didn't miss you too.
When they say they miss you, what's the context? Like, how long have you been speaking?
What's the context? Like, how long have you been speaking? Like, we talked on the phone, like, I don't know, the day before or earlier that day, and then, like, I haven't responded because I'm, like, maybe at work or just...
No, I mean, like, so how long have you been engaging them?
How long have you been engaging them? How long have I what?
The talking stage, how long had it been since you met them?
The talking stage, how long had it been since you met them? Oh, okay, this last person, it was like 3 literal days. So I don't know if he was obsessed or if he was just really, I don't know what was up with him. But I just canceled that like the other day. And the other one before that, it was like a month. It was like a month and a half, maybe.
Yeah, the problem that you're having is...
So the problem that you're having is...
Oh, I'm going to mute you real quick because there's a delay. So I can hear myself.
Real quick because there's a delay.
Okay, so the problem so you being avoidant is a problem, but that's not your first problem. That's like the problem to solve after the problem that I've identified during this call. Okay, so I always tell people the worst people to date, generally speaking, exceptions exist. Generally speaking, the worst people to date are people who are actively shopping. It's just how it is, especially on the male side of things. Especially on the male side of things. It applies to women too, but especially on the male side of things. So whenever you go to something or attend an event or some space and the focus is on dating, you're normally going to encounter either people who have issues or people who are simply undesirable.
Got
That
it.
includes speed dating. That includes online dating. That includes TikTok live dating. Because the question is, why do you need this? What about you makes you need this? Right? So why would I need to go on TikTok live speed dating if I can simply DM you? What is the purpose for that? So so what are the incentives there? Okay, one incentive is attention. So I can tell when someone is going on TikTok live speed dating and they're genuinely looking for someone and when they want attention. And the one heuristic that I use is how attractive are they? If they're super attractive, you're up here to grow a following, you're up here for attention. If they're chopped, you're genuinely trying to find love, probably. Right? So
Yeah.
that's just and that's not like it's not that black and white, but I speak in a black and white way about this subject because you're going to have more problems. There's going to be more L's than W's in this situation. So if we're going to be top heavy with losses, you might as well go ahead and avoid the situation entirely. Now, so your strategy needs to be changed. Don't try to find people in environments where the intention of the environment is to date. Now, the avoidant thing is going to be a secondary problem. So after you solve that strategic problem, the avoidant thing is going to be the next problem to solve. Unfortunately, you can only solve that in connection with someone. You can't really change your attachment style in isolation. You can increase your capacity in isolation, but you can't necessarily change your attachment style in isolation because you need to be triggered in order to better respond to your triggers. So many people come to me who are single and they think they're secure now. You got anxious people who think they're secure because they've been single. You got avoidant people who think they're secure because they've been single. And the same thing with fearful avoidant people. And it's like, of course you think you're secure now because there's nothing triggering you. It's like they'll learn all this conceptual knowledge, all of these tactics in their singlehood that make sense to them. And they're like, yeah, okay, I'm secure. I know how to handle this. Then the moment they get into a relationship, that anxiety comes back. They start falling back into old patterns. You got to have the environment that puts your newfound knowledge to the test to confirm that you actually can move in a different way.
Right. I mean, I agree with that, but it's like for the person I was dating for a month, like he told his mom about me and he didn't ask me permission to do that. And I was kind of irritated. I was like, uh, why would you do that? Because we're not, like, I'm not, I personally wasn't like as deep as I guess he was.
Mm-hmm.
And he told his mother, he's like, oh, I told my mom about you. She wants you to have her number. Da, da, da. I'm like, what the heck? I did not consent to any of this. I didn't want him to tell his mother about me. I'm like, I always kept telling him, like, we're going with the flow. Like, just let things, like, just, slow, da, da, da. And he's like, oh, where do you want to move? Like, he's talking about marriage. He was married prior for 10 years. They just got the divorce, like, a year ago. Like, sir, are you ready? So maybe that's my fault for like letting it linger, knowing that like this man just got out of a marriage. So that's probably my fault as well. But like, I mean, he was cool. We vibed and everything. I went to his place. He came to mine, So, but then it's like every time I would say, hey, you're doing a little too much. You're moving too fast. He just, it's like it would go in one ear, not the other. And I don't like when people move too fast.
Right.
For me.
But also, I gotta mute you again. So I get what you're saying about like the number situation. That would annoy me. But people don't need your permission to tell their parents about you. So like if the number situation, let me ask you this: if the number situation didn't occur and he just told you that he told his mother about you, would you still go down the pathway of like, you didn't ask my permission? You're gonna mute yourself now.
Can you repeat that?
So like if we take away, so if that same situation happened, but what was eliminated is the whole mother has your number and she would like you to contact her or whatever. If you took that part out, would you still have a problem with him telling his mother about you?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
Now
I kind of would.
that's the issue. That's an issue for sure.
Because, like, you told your mother in general. In general, you told her about me. The number was the kicker.
Well, that's why I asked you.
Yeah.
So like I get the number part.
Yeah. But like you're telling your like your parents, like this is your mother and we are not boyfriend and girlfriend. We are still we're still dating.
Well, now it sounds like that you still have a problem with him telling his mother in general.
Yeah, I
Well,
did.
yeah,
I actually did.
That's going to be a problem because that's a very normal thing.
Well, because I have a problem with like if someone's dating me, you're putting all your eggs in one basket after meeting me for one day. Why are you putting all your eggs in one basket already? We just met.
I hear that.
And this is like the second time recently that this has happened. It's like, what am I saying that's making these guys put all their eggs in one basket? And it's like we're dating, not boyfriend and girlfriend immediately off the rip.
I got you. Yeah, you shouldn't move that fast. However, you said with this particular situation, y'all were dating for a month.
Yeah.
Okay, but then you were hyperbolic by saying after one day, right? So in a month's time, it's not unreasonable for someone to tell their parents about you. And not everybody has the same dating strategy. Like this newfound, like, oh, I'm just going to date around. There's not much of a historical precedent for that. That's a new thing that is normalized, and we think that's just what dating is. It's really a polyamorous way of connecting with people. It's like diet poly. It's kind of normal for someone to meet someone and then ignore all other options. Like the strategy that you're talking about is partially the reason why it is very difficult for people to pair up nowadays. Because through the act of dating so many people, you romanticize possibility, and committing to one person cuts away possibility, and people don't want to make that decision.
Yeah, right. Okay. So then what happens with my avoidance part? Because that tends to be a little pattern too. Like I don't want to talk to them like consistently after we've talked already.
Mm-hmm.
So why is that a thing with me?
You say you don't want to talk to them consistently after you've talked already. Can you like give more details on that?
Yeah, like we text and then like they want to call and I'll answer the calls and whatnot, but it's like then it's like when they start to say I miss you, I've thought about you, I saying good morning every day, like that's when I'm like, all right.
Well, you're trying to solve that problem with the wrong reference experience. So your reference experience is getting guys off of dating apps and TikTok lives. That's not men. That you're dating from a pool of men who will behave that way. So you're trying to solve a problem that through the attachment lens that isn't necessary to solve in that way. The real solution would just be to date in a different pool of men who do not behave as such.
Yeah, exactly. And I've only met one person through TikTok panel. That was like that recent one from the few days ago or whatever that went way too quickly. And I got a little bit nervous. They were like, oh, I want to book a flight to you. Da, da, da. I miss you. And I'm like, this is a red flag.
Mm-hmm.
Like, calm down. Like, we literally just met 3 days ago. I kept saying that over and over.
Mm-hmm.
I would answer the calls and like the text. It's like, okay, great. Like we can communicate. But like,
and just to be clear, the people who are saying they miss you, those were people who you only you say you met 3 days ago, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
so
weird.
It's like, am I doing something like?
Not necessarily. Love bombing.
What do I need to stop doing for that to like happen so quickly?
No, again, dating a different pool. That's every question you're asking has the same answer. Dating a different pool, but also, love bombing is a very effective strategy with women. You would think it wouldn't be, considering how much content is on it, but the girls will be the girls. Right, so it just doesn't work on you. Works well on anxious women though. They like that type of intensity.
They love that. I'm an avoidant, but I don't want to label myself as such for a long time. I want to like get away from that, obviously, because I don't want to keep that up all throughout my life. And I'm 30, so like I don't want that to keep being a thing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know?
So date within a different pool. That's it. So meet people in person. Meet people organically. That's going to be
Yeah.
now. That's not to say that that's going to be a magical solution, because people always push back when I say to meet organically, as if I'm saying that meeting organically means that you'll magically not have to deal with that. What I'm saying is the men that you're describing are overrepresented in the digital space.
Okay.
Right? So they still exist in reality because they're real people, but the people who also exist in reality are people who don't do those things. And it's going to be harder to find the people who don't do those things if you are dating in a pool where they have there's just a fewer amount of them.
Got it.
Like I made a video recently that some of the healthiest people aren't actively dating, and they're not avoiding dating from like this trauma place or this avoidantly attached place. They're not actively dating just because their life is full and they don't have to. They may desire it, but they don't need it, right? Those are a lot of the times the healthiest people. They're just hard to find because they're not on TikTok live speed dating panels. They're not on dating apps. You won't run into that person in those spaces.
Yeah, I mean, I just tried that 3 days ago. Like, that was my first time really being on there. I was like, oh, let me see how this is. Because I'm always, like, maybe watching, but, like, that was my first time, like, on the panel, like, 3 different ones. And I was like, oh, okay, cool.
Right.
But, like you said, everyone's there looking for the same thing, you know?
Right.
And not that I'm necessarily needing it, but, like, I'm at the age where it's like, okay, this would be nice to have, you know?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
Okay, I totally understand. In person, obviously, rather than the online stuff. So
Right. Because for you, you will probably have to need someone who's a bit more securely attached, and I wish you the best of luck.
Oh God,
because that's like finding a rare Pokemon. So best of luck with that one. But because avoidant people tend not to get with avoidantly attached people. Tends to not work.
And I don't need an anxiously attached person to me. I cannot deal with that.
Mm-hmm.
I can't.
Mm-hmm. I get it. So yeah, just go out in real life in static environments. Ideally places where you see the same people over and over again, so you can start building that connection slowly. You can kind of get that slow burn experience that you're looking for.
Right.
And
I like that slow burn experience. You're right. Yeah.
Right. So that's going to help. But by slow burn, I don't mean 8 months. We're still going with the flow.
No. Right. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you.
No problem, dear. Best of luck to you.
Okay.
All right. It's good to see that she wants to work on her avoidant attachment though, because most of them don't want like avoidant. Well, I guess it's also true for anxious people. Anxious people are more likely to heal just because they a lot of times know they're the problem. But avoidantly attached people tend to think everybody else has the problem. They're like, why do you need such love? What's wrong with you? Something's obviously wrong with you. It's like, no, I'm not the weird one here. I can assure you. I'm not the one who has the issue. Unfortunately. She didn't take any accountability. I don't think she avoided accountability. The whole premise of the call was to how to get her assumption was something may have been wrong with her because she didn't like that behavior. So that wasn't someone who didn't take accountability. Again, people, if you have a question, you can hit the button at the bottom of the screen with the blue and pink person, and I will bring you up. What's going on, Ariana? Long time no see, love. Where you been at? I've been here hurting, man. The pain. Somebody put me out of my misery. But now I just came back to life. Shiv, did you just leave and come back? You letting the AC out, baby. Either stay in or go outside. What's going on, big dog?
How we doing? I got like a few questions that I need like help with this situation that I'm in, right?
I got you.
Alright, so like I'm 18, right? Turned 19 on August 14, right? And this person that I'm talking to is an avoidant, correct?
Mm-hmm.
But it's like the situation is weird. Me personally, I was an anxious attachment until like one day I just like, I don't know, got too overwhelmed and I just like fell off. Like I stopped chasing. It just like, I just felt clarity, right? It's like, but when she you know, how we have conflicts and stuff, right? She'll run off to her friend and like hop on the game or something and just kind of leave me there just alone with my thoughts and all of that stuff, wondering for hours, like, how is this going to be? How is that? Like, all of that, right?
Mm-hmm.
But she said that she's willing to work on it, and I'm just stuck between the phase of, do I hang on to that hope when there's no guarantee? I just, like, throw it away, or just, like, what do I do?
Let me establish the timeline again. So you said you're 18 going on 19, right?
Correct.
Okay. And how long have you been dealing with her?
Probably 6-7 months now.
Okay. Are y'all in an official relationship?
Yeah, like,
Okay.
we're like, you know, serious and all of that. She said she's trying to work on it, and I'm trying to help her with it, you know, so.
Right.
Because I'm not really the type of person to give up on somebody, but I feel like if it gets to the point where I'm losing myself too much, it's like,
Right.
yeah.
How did y'all meet?
It's kind of weird, but like, we were just like chilling or something, and then like we became more than like friends at a point,
Mm-hmm.
and then we just carried on from there.
Okay. And the issue is what again? I know you said she's avoiding, but how is that manifesting in the connection?
It's like, so say if we have an argument, right?
Uh-huh.
Me personally, I'm the type of person to try to get it over with quick as possible, because if I can't get it over, it's gonna mess up my whole train of thought the whole day. Like, I can't focus, I can't eat, it's like I can't do nothing, I can't function at all.
Right.
So then I'd be like, come on, let's get this resolved. She'd be like, no, just forget about it, I can't do it no more. And then she would just disappear.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'd be like, bro, come on, let's resolve this. And she'd be like, no, you just don't understand, blah, blah. So then she'll go distract herself for a little bit, I guess, numbing her emotions or whatever. But then I'll notice throughout the day, she'll like look at my TikTok page or whatever, just like, you know, look at my profile to see if I'm doing something. And I'm like, bro, why not just reach out and get the situation over with, so that way we can both have a calm peace of mind.
Okay. All right. So, and you said something about like you came to some realization in the connection. Can you unpack that a little bit?
The realization was, it's like a few days ago, it's like I had a burnout or something like that, where I just got so overwhelmed and I'm just like, I can't no more. Because I'm trying really hard, because she always claimed that people gave up on her and doing all this and that. And I'm like, bro, I'm trying to stick with you to try to help you get over this and all of this, right? Like, she's not a bad person. It's just like some of the stuff I just wish you could do better on, for real.
Right. So when y'all have, okay, so that burnout happened a few days ago?
Yes.
How has that changed your behavior?
Now all of a sudden she was like, you know, I'm sorry for what I did and how I affected you, you know, being like this and all of that. And then now after that, she's like, I'm trying to put in more effort by texting more. But it's like, at that point, I'm kind of already just like on low power mode in a way. Like,
Right. That's what happened.
not as energized and as
Yeah.
I once was.
That's a funny thing. When anxious people experience burnout in relationships, they tend to be the avoidant one. And then the avoidant one can flip to more of an anxious thing. So both anxious people and avoidant people in times of desperation flip to the opposite side.
And it's like, I'm just stuck, because she says she wanted to change, and I'm trying to hold on to, like, you know, maybe she could change, but then I'm like, what if it don't change? And then I'm just losing myself in the process all over again.
Right. So when y'all have conflict, if you were to leave her alone, does she come back, or is it always on you to handle the situation?
She'll come back after a little while, after she didn't try to distract herself for a bit, but I keep trying, like, she don't do it all the time. It's not like she like a worse avoidant, like she'll take accountability for her actions and all of that from time to time.
Right.
But it's like, I don't like the fact that how long I got to sit and deal with my emotions while you just go hop on a game or something, kind of go drown out chores for a bit until they come back and hit you head on.
Gotcha. Okay. So how many days before she will come back?
It don't even be days. It'll probably just be like a few hours.
Okay. This is workable.
It's not like she'll be gone for weeks or 2 or 3 days. No, she'll just probably be gone for probably just one day or just like one night max.
Yeah, this is workable. This is definitely workable. This is a capacity situation, right? So I always tell people, it's when you want to determine the level of capacity somebody has. So it's like high capacity, moderate capacity, low capacity. High capacity person is essentially secure, right? So if there's conflict that happens, they can handle the conflict and remain engaged with you. even if they're upset, right? Moderate capacity person, if there's conflict, they maybe take space from anywhere from 24 to 72 hours, but they'll return back and be at baseline. This is not BPD. What are we talking about? A low capacity person is someone who, if there's conflict, they'll leave. They may stay gone for a week or 2 weeks. They may never return. However, if they do return, they're a little off. They never quite get back to baseline. You're dealing with a moderate capacity person, like high moderately capacity person, because she's not even disappearing for a full day and she's taking accountability. So what you have to understand is it's not so much that she's distracting herself. The way that anyone who has a degree of avoidant attachment is wired, an anxious person will feel their emotions right then and there.
I hate that.
An avoidant person needs space to feel theirs. So when they get bombarded with like a heavily emotionally charged conversation or conflict that they're not emotionally prepared for, they tend to need to take space. So when you're anxious or avoidant, both of those are pretty much explaining how you relate to anxiety. So when you feel anxiety, you need clarity and for the situation to be cool.
Yes.
That's how you get rid of your anxiety.
Function at all or something like that.
She gets anxiety when you force her to engage in a conversation or experience that she's not emotionally prepared for. So think about what happens here. Conflict occurs. You feel anxiety. So you're like, I don't want to feel this way. So you feel this way. Does that make sense? So that gives you a little bit more empathy in the situation, because she's creating space for the same reason that you're trying to solve the problem right now. Both parties are unwilling to feel that.
So, like, are avoidance just people you should avoid in general? Like, are you saying they can change, like, you know, if you work with them? And blah,
yeah, they can change. It's like depending on the capacity. This is why I'm glad you brought this question up, because we just had an avoidant call in. Notice how different that avoidant was from your girlfriend. Both are avoidance. It's a matter of degree, though. So there's some avoidance you can actually be with. The avoidant you have is someone that you can be with. You would just need understanding. So those attachment styles are called insecure attachment styles for a reason, because it is indicating that there is a problem here to be solved. It isn't anxiously attached people. The way that they deal with anxiety is not in a healthy way. And the same thing is true for the avoidantly attached person. So when I hear anxious people complain about avoidance, I'm like, I get it. But at the same time, like, change is needed on your side as well. So the unfortunate truth is, the only way this changes likely is somebody has to take on the role of being the more grounded one. Somebody has to be the more grounded one. If there's dysfunction in the relationship, in order to heal that is a willingness on both sides, but then somebody has to play the role of the grounded one.
And what would you mean by ground? Like,
meaning
stay calm and
you
like
have to find better ways to deal with the anxiety. So when I coach anxiously attached people, you know, I give them certain tools and strategies. So, but then there's also like just general rules. So one general rule is when you feel that anxiety, I like to liken anxious attachment to like being possessed. Because when you feel that anxiety, you act different.
I swear.
Right? It's like a little devil's on your shoulder, whispering things in your ear, creating stories, telling you to text this. Right? Right. And then you do the thing, and then you oftentimes regret it once that anxiety goes away.
Yeah.
Once the anxiety leaves, you're like, why the fuck did I do that? Right? So I liken it to possession. So you have to think about it from that perspective. So when you feel that anxiety, whatever you do or say while feeling that is likely going to be the wrong thing.
Okay, so basically saying just wait and let the emotion pass over, then come back, and then, you know, okay.
Yeah, don't resist it. Like as weird as it sounds, you seem like a very intelligent young man. So it's like, I have people who are 50 years old who are not as articulate as you. So kudos to you. But you might want to, I would recommend reading the book Letting Go by David Hawkins, if you're a reader at all. Because in that book, the premise is the more you fight against an emotion, the more you empower it.
You know what I'm saying? I noticed that with my thoughts as well. Like if I fight or like say, nah, this person wouldn't do this, or like that's not true. Like it tends to ramp up the intensity of it.
Yeah. opposition creates opposition. You got to like turn the other cheek with your emotions, to use a biblical analogy. So you greet the anxiety with love almost. So you embrace it. As you embrace it, and by embracing it, I mean you try to feel it as much as possible, which is weird. It's counterintuitive. The default path is to resist it, to fight against it. Why am I feeling this? I shouldn't feel this, right? Go the opposite direction, which is give me more of that. As weird as it sounds.
Hit on into it.
Right. Embrace it. Try, like, emotions are typically like physical sensations in your body. So, like, you know, when you feel like grief or you're sad, your throat gets kind of tight. Or like anger and rage is like in your chest a little bit, right? So locate the physical sensation in your body and then like try to feel it as much as possible. And when you do that, a magical shift occurs. You'll find that it gets lighter. And it's not as intense. Because to process emotion means to feel it. So when you feel it, you process it, and to process it is to release it. When you fight against it, you're not processing it, you're feeding it. So when that anxiety washes over you, just embrace it. Stop whatever you're doing, embrace it, and then you'll find that it just becomes lighter. And then pair that with not taking any action when the anxiety comes up. Because the function of doing these things is not only does it give you more peace, but also you're buying time for her to come back. And the good thing is she don't need a lot of time to come back. You're not dealing with someone who's going to take distance for like a week.
You don't be doing anything.
It's a few hours, bro.
It's gonna say like a few hours, and I'd be like, are you okay or something like that? Then she'll come back and then we'll talk about it, review it, and you know.
Exactly. So it's a few hours. So you apply this, you'll buy yourself that time, those few hours where you can kind of be at peace instead, and then she'll come back. And she'll likely be even triggered less because you're not acting from that anxious place anymore. So not only will you get peace of mind, but you'll trigger her less so that you won't even need to use these tools as much. Because probably the trigger for her is you acting from the anxious place, trying to communicate when you're anxious, all that kind of stuff. You know? And then you'll be the more grounded one in the connection. And then you're good. You can solve like higher level problems in a relationship after that.
What I'm saying, you know, I told her that if she really want to change, she can, and she said she'll take the effort to after seeing, like, you know, all the effects and, like, you know, how she kind of disappears of the conflict for a bit and how I didn't really know how to deal with it. So, like, what would be your take on that? Like, see if she actually gonna change or just, like...
Well, it's not about her changing. Just think about this situation in terms of triggers. So what I just told you to do will lead to you triggering her less. You trigger her less, she needs less space to take. She needs less space to take, this ain't really a problem.
Okay. Well, I appreciate you, bro. I'm going to take your advice for real, and thank you, though.
Follow back up with me, bro. All right?
I bet.
All right, man. Take care.
You too.
Good talk. Good talk. I like that one. Are avoidance more likely to be demisexual? I don't think so. I don't know. I barely believe in demisexuality, to be honest with you. I gotta be honest with you, bro. I think it's a load of bullshit. I think demisexual is just like natural. If you're saying, okay, I need an emotional connection with the person to sleep with them. Yeah, that's like, I feel like that's just natural. I feel like everybody else has the problem. The people who aren't like that. You know what I mean? There was a guy in this group that when I first started coaching, I was like working with people for free. And he was like, I'm a demisexual. He was super chopped. Oh my God. What Kiana say? Chop suey? Chopped cheese? Super chopped. Short, very sickly guy. And he was coping essentially. And he was like, yeah, I'm a demisexual. I don't even get physically attracted or sexually turned on to a woman unless I have an emotional connection. And I'm like, I know that's bullshit. I was like, tell me more. He was like, yeah, so I gotta spend time with them and talk to them and have an emotional connection. He had like thick ass glasses on. He had bifocals, aquarium glass. Motherfucking glass was made out of aquarium glass. Thick as hell. Dexter's Laboratory type shit. That motherfucker on Stuart Little, you know what I'm talking about? That little kid. Thick ass glasses. I'll never forget it. So he was like, yeah, it's gotta have an emotional connection. And blah, 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 blah. And I said, so you don't get turned on at all, like seeing a woman and like she's just physically attracted. He's like, no. I was like, riddle me this. Do you watch Korn? He's like, well, you know, sometimes I watch Korn. I was like, interesting. So how can you watch Korn? Because it's the same function, right? You're seeing a woman who's physically attractive in the act. And your meat works in that situation. And I kind of stumped him. And then he like Googled an article and sent it to him. Nah, you're cheating. Don't Google no fucking article. I'm not reading that bullshit. I don't think what you're describing is this. I think it's just cope because of your thick ass glasses. But I digress. Let's keep it moving, shall we? Who do we have next? Uh-oh. I don't know about any of these people. Let's give it a try, though. Appreciate you, user. Hello. Hello. All right. Again, people, if you need help, if you have a question to ask, just questions, no matchmaking. If you have a question to ask, you can hit the button at the bottom of the screen with the blue and pink person, and I'll bring you up and solve your issue. Not too much on thick glasses. I mean, it may work for you, Shiv, you know. You kind of got that aesthetic. Like you be talking to people and like twirling your hair like that. Like blowing bubble gum on some Britney Spears type shit. That's kind of the vibe. That's what you're giving a little bit. That's what you're giving a little bit. Match broker with me and go marry the other girl in 1 month. We live together. Oof, that's rough. I'm sorry to hear that, love. I'm sorry to hear that one. Yeah, he was definitely, he or she, I don't know. You didn't specify. Oh, yeah, you did specify gender. Yeah, he was likely dealing with her already. Appreciate you, Bree. Yeah, we popping out to Dallas with this one. Hey, who coming to Dallas? Sabrina says she coming. Ain't that right, Sabrina? Ain't that right, Sabrina? We gonna hit the gym? What about autistic people when in love? They are deep. You gotta ask Danny that. You gotta ask Danny that one. I don't know how that works. That tism love. Whoa, somebody is taking an egregious shot in the chat. Val, how will you respond? We're all waiting for you to respond to Javon. He said, I want you, baby. What you gonna do? I can't help you. You gotta figure this out. How you gonna respond? Out of 280 people, Buddy said, nah, this the one. This the one. Val, I want you. He followed up with a DM me. He ain't taking no for an answer. Y'all say y'all want someone to apply pressure. If that's not pressure, what is it? What is it? What's up, Danielle? Again, if you have a question, you can hit the button at the bottom of the screen with the blue and pink person. I will bring you up and solve your issue. Get out the comments. I ain't got a caller right now, so I'm just shooting the shit with the chat at this point till the caller calls in. Stop being scary. Val hated that. Little do you know, Val already responded to the DM. Don't let her fool you. Don't let her fool you. What's the worst DM y'all ever received? I got someone trying to apply pressure to me when I'm laying low. In what way? Worst DM I got, Shorty DM me and she said, my husband is out of town. Come through. I said, huh? I'm a curious fellow. Curiosity kills the cat, right? I'm a very curious fellow. Normally I ignore stuff like that. But I said, What do you mean? Is this like an open marriage type of situation? She's saying shit open over here. He's just on vacation for a week. Needs that. I said, oh, shame on you. Shame on you. Kids and everything on the page. Ay, ay, ay. God bless the children. All right, Danny, looking forward to speaking to you, brother. And then you went, nah, not married women. Hell no. I tell you, I always look at the downside of every situation. First, there's like the morality aspect of it, right? But even if we take the morality off the table, what's the downside? What's the worst that can happen in that situation? Shot to the back of the head. I'm good. Honey, I got back early. They canceled the trip. What the fuck? I don't want that. I don't want them type of problem. Should you date if I'm separated? How long you been separated? I always get freaky guys wanting to lick my feet. What is up with this foot fetish? I don't understand it. I've seen some beautiful feet, but they still feet. They're just floor hands. They're just hands on the floor. What is the obsession with them? That shit will weird me out, to be honest with you. My dad had a man after him trying to kill him for that same reason in his younger years. Yeah. I don't see why. And it ain't even just someone wanting to buy my old shoes. Was it CJ? CJ did say he just got some used kicks. Y'all about the same height. So it might have been CJ. Someone tagged my rugby photos asking to smell my feet. I ain't never had nothing that weird. I haven't had a lot of weird DMs, to be honest with you. A few people has called me daddy before, but it's alright, whatever. But the worst shots are like when women like just send their number. And I'm like, what am I supposed to do with this? Well, I know what I'm supposed to do with it, but why did you think that would work? You know how they say, like, I've seen women come online and they'll complain or be annoyed with guys who follow them and then the guys will follow them, send them a DM, and then get left on seen or sent, and then they'll unfollow and erase the message. I'm like, women do that shit too. There's been quite a few women who have unfollowed me because they shot their shot and I didn't respond. Even bigger creator. There was someone on Instagram. Big ass creator. She was like older though. Acting like she wanted coaching. Acting like she wanted some coaching. He was like, oh, I see that you're in Raleigh, North Carolina, blah, blah, blah. I got people out there in Raleigh, blah, blah, blah. And I ignored it because I'm like, you ain't paid for coaching yet. I'm not here to have a conversation with you, love. You get coaching. We can talk all day on the call. Unfollowed. Another person tried to get coaching in person. I don't know if she's still here. But I had said on live, I was like, when I first started coaching, I would coach guys who I like just met out and about because I was like making friends. And she took that to mean that I coach people in person. And Shorty was like, where are you located? Because I was like an in-person session. I was like, what? Where'd you get that from? No, it's going to be a Zoom call, love. This ain't going to be no in-person session. You just mentally decided that you want, like, you don't even know where I live at, so you're just going to make the trip. Small talk doesn't mean somebody's hollering. Are you referencing something that I said, or are you just saying something in general? Oftentimes it does, to be honest with you. So what I always, at ease, Val, at ease. What I always encourage women to do is like I always say, do the feminine way of approaching, right? You just create an opening. So if you're going to take me out of the equation, just in general, you're going to DM a man on any social media platform, just you could talk about anything other than the interest that you have in that person. You can talk about anything other than the interest you have in that person. That keeps you in more of a feminine position. You're not pursuing, and if that person is interested, they will take it from there. With a whole like just dropping your number and then dipping out, like what are we doing? It don't make no sense. Crystal, what's happening? Elise, what's going on? Nah, Bree, I told you. We got security on that. If someone says they are from a mutual place, doesn't mean they're trying to get with you. Tiff, I need you to be a little bit more discerning, beloved. Be a little bit more discerning. You're looking at things from a black and white perspective, not a contextual perspective. How do you tell a guy in a feminine way to ask questions about you or on a dating profile? How do you tell a guy in a feminine way to ask questions about you? You shouldn't tell someone to ask questions about you. Either they're curious about you or they aren't. And then if you're talking about a dating profile, you already missing the mark, beloved. What's up, Maya? You see it? You see it? Leah, why you psych me out like that? I thought you were coming up. Yeah, no, most men small talking me, I've learned are trying me. Talk to them. Because like, these people be green out here. Like, they don't know what's going on. Like, people don't try to small talk with you in order to, like, ease into the situation. Be green as hell. Let's go to Hawaii. How long was that flight? How do you feel about if he wanted to, he would? It's nuanced. Right? Like, how many of y'all want to lose weight? But you still can't fit into them jeans. I rest my case. Go ahead and put to death to oh, if he wanted to, he would situation. But if it's for your wedding, you'll starve yourself. All right. I want to stop eating, but I'm addicted. I need new jeans now. Ayy. I want to lose weight, but not my gains. Oh, you're a good size, Sabrina. Just stay right there. Just stay right there. Don't move. It's because I'm blessed. Okay. No, there's nuance to it, though. There's nuance to it. It depends on the situation. How many texts should I send a guy per day? Why are you even thinking about that? Like, why is that? So what's motivating that question? What are you trying to avoid? Like losing him? Just talk to a person when you genuinely want to talk to him. You about to give yourself a text quota? I wouldn't encourage that, love. If you're anxiously attached and you're reaching out to a person, a lot of anxiously attached people try to make contact as a way of getting reassurance. It's their way of testing if this person is still connected to them. So what I tell clients is, before you make contact, really get clear if you genuinely want to talk to this person or if you just want to see if they will respond to you. Got a roster to cure my anxious attachment, still feel anxious about my favorite ones. Because a roster doesn't cure your anxious attachment. You dilute the anxiety. You spread the anxiety amongst all of them. And then when you ultimately commit to one, guess what? All of that anxiety comes back. It's not a sustainable solution. Jess, what's happening? Jess, I already decided when we meet, it's like 10-second hug is needed. I'm talking about some 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi type shit. Like, that's what we need in Dallas. Isaac, where you been at? How do y'all maintain a roster so exhausting? It depends on the contest. If it's people that you've already like dealt with, maintenance mode is easier than trying to get somebody on the team. So for someone that's already on the team, maintenance mode. Well, if you're out there trying to meet men or women, like mainly women, I guess it's easier to have men on your roster. If you're out there trying to meet them, that's hard because they all are going to, more energy has to be injected into the connection at the beginning. On the back end, it requires less energy to maintain it. You've been busy building, I hope. Again, people, if you have a question pertaining to dating and relationships, you can hit the button at the bottom of the screen with the blue and pink person. I'll bring you up. Otherwise, I'll keep talking to the chat. Any advice I've gotten, restraining orders, and they still don't care? That's a legal matter, love. I can't touch it. I can't touch that one. You gotta call the police, the white ones. Call the police and say, make sure you send the white ones. Building always, that doesn't change. What do you do, Isaac? Let me get to know my viewers, my people. Why do some guys wait to approach you, but others don't? Some guys wait for multiple interactions. They're just nervous. That's all. And the ones who just approach you are either more confident or they're dogs who approach everyone. Do you believe in manifestation? I do, and I think it's harmful. I think that anything that is given to you should be done via God's will. I think manifestation, as we see it online, is operating outside of God's will. So it works, sure, but yeah, it may not be the best thing for you. I used to be in the spiritual bag. Like, I have a decade of spirituality experience. Like, I could talk endlessly about that subject, but think a different way now. Really, I manifested my life. Yeah, I think it's outside of God's will. That's your will. Because when you manifest, what you prevent is, when you do it God's way, there's an additional mechanism at play, which is this good for you? When you do it your way, you take that mechanism away. So yeah, you can get what you want, but it may not be good for you. That's all. That's it. That's my current understanding of it. Oh, you weren't supposed to stay broke, but you could just pray for it. That's all. And then do the work to get it. The same work you did it, right? The same work that you did to do it, you just also pray. And then you probably would have got different results, or the same results, or better results. Who knows? I got exactly what I wished for, and it almost destroyed me. Exactly. And that's how I came to that conclusion. Prayer is essentially manifesting. It's just with the buffer of God's will placed upon it. It's just the buffer of God's will placed upon it. You know, that's all. That's it. That's it. But yeah, I've done the manifestation stuff too and got what I wanted. I was like, that was a bad experience. That was I manifested jobs, all types of shit. Things I thought I wanted, and it's oh, that was a bad experience. I wish that never happened, but it's exactly what I asked for, though. It's exactly what I asked for. I'm talking like visualizing shit, feeling like it's real, walking around it. What's my man named Neville Goddard? People get on that Neville Goddard wave. I'm like, no, I don't think that's the way to do it. I don't think that's the way to do it. I got a lesson, a story out of it. That's about it, right? Same. I manifested a position in Florida. Moved the whole family down there in Florida. Worst time of me and my ex's life. She'll tell you right now that's the worst time in her life. Was us moving to Florida. And it won't because of like us or our relationship. It was just that fucking experience was that bad. I don't want to go into details, but it was a big financial challenge. But I went through sickness because of stress at the job, like all types of stuff, man. I was confused for a second because prayer is a form of manifestation, right? Right. I'm with you. But yeah, I'm not burning the sage. There was a time I used to like do the crystal shit, had like a little crystal around my neck, all that kind of stuff. And I see that kind of stuff now. I'm like, respect to anyone who does it. Like, it's no disrespect. It's just not my belief. I remember I had a homeboy, well, like an acquaintance that I met, and he was really on that shit. And he was like, this amethyst helps you with wealth creation. So when you get the amethyst, it can help you touch more money and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, dope. Now, riddle me this. You're broke. Currently, like right now, with the amethyst. So what happened? What happened? You need more amethyst? What happened with it? Just explain it to me. I just want to understand what happened here. Plus, it's just too much shit. Like, you end up losing your crystal. Oh, no, my amethyst. I'm not going to make any money today. I kept losing the shit. Where the fuck is my crystal at, man? I'm not protected. I was like, or you could just, like, pray. Seems a lot easier to me. You'll see, like, these psychics. Like, I do psychic readings. And then they live in like a shoebox. And I was like, well, bitch, I feel like if I could tell the future, I'll have a lot more money on it. Personally, talk to an old ghost. Where'd you bury the treasure, motherfucker? Talking to Blackbeard. Blackbeard, where is it? Where are the gems? Where's the booty? Oh, that's the one ghost you can't talk to, though. That's the one person you can't access. Alright. But Charlie Munger died recently. That's like Warren Buffett's business partner, billionaire. Let's talk to Charlie. Give me some advice, Charlie. Give me some advice. What should I do? I'm like, what are we doing? Alright. All right. Who's coming to Dallas, though? I know I offended some spiritual people. My apologies. I still love y'all. Hopefully, y'all still love me. Someone said, do you believe in zodiacs? Sure. I just don't appeal to their authority. What's the best advice you can give someone to move into a new city to meet men in late 30s? Static environments. For sure. For sure. You can say the same for every religion? I don't think so. I don't think so. But it's not like you can't prove the existence of God. It's like a subjective experience. So, yes, it's next weekend, August 14th through the 17th. We're popping out to Dallas. So remember, y'all can come too. You just can't access the Airbnb because we're booked. But we do have an itinerary for Saturday if y'all want to join. Sunday is a free day, so it's just people do what they want to do. So I'm sure we'll still link up with the people who don't have Airbnb access as well. I think some people were talking about hitting the gym and stuff like that. Another person was talking about hiking. I would not be hiking, so just preparing you. You come out talking about, oh, let's go hike here. You're going to get hit with a very prompt and emphatic no from me. I'm not doing that. All the way good, too hot. I'm going to be in that pool. Splash. That's where I'm at. That's where I'm at. Tess is hot as fuck right now. How you know, Sabrina? You there? I feel like Sabrina just gonna pop out. She ain't gonna say nothing. My surprise! Hey, I'm here. You seem like the type to do some shit like that. Like one of those, you know, like them military people. Like, baby, I'm still deployed. The war is going rough. And then it's her birthday and the motherfucker pop out the cake. Hey, baby, I'm here. I wanted to surprise you. And then her lover has to like go back in the bathroom and pretend like he wasn't there. Y'all seen those videos? There's gonna be a lot of plausible deniability going on in Dallas. We cooling in Dallas. There will be none of that. Oh, we got a call? All right, let's get focused. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
What's going on, man?
How are you, brother? How you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. What can I do for you?
Yeah, I'm here in Senegal. You hear me?
Who you rushing, motherfucker? Do you got a question? No, bring him back, bitch ass nigga. I'm sorry. Chill out. I don't want to get banned on TikTok again. Tell me, can you hear me? Like I'm the motherfucker can't read the room. You're supposed to have a question, man. Questions. Let's get them blocked though, because I don't want to have that reaction again. I appreciate you, CJ. She'll say get them banned. What just happened to the stream? That shit buffering? It might be buffering. Anyway, what are we talking about? Dallas. Who's coming to Dallas? Well, we got Maya, we got Shantega, we got Eva, we got Hannah, we got Danny, we got CJ, we got Express, Kiana, Gigi. Who else? Bebe, I think. Who else? Who else are coming? Oh yeah, Danielle, my bad. Danielle, you were like the newest addition. Oh dog, you popping out? I know you said you were popping out. I wasn't sure. Oh dog, you know I raised the price on the implementation package, so don't be surprised if you ever want to book another one of those. Damn, Jess. Jess, I like when I had my imagination, my arm was around you, so I didn't say your name because it was like automatically included. My apologies, love. Who else? Am I forgetting somebody? Just don't deprive me like that, man. We supposed to have Bible study. Huh? We supposed to have Bible study and listen to Christian songs and whatnot. Bobby, Zach, Who else? Shiv. Is that it? Gracie. Maybe Gracie. I don't know. Yeah. Zach is Sale. I don't know why his username is Sale. I don't know if he's selling it. I don't know what's going on. But his name is Zach. So I don't know what's up with that. Y'all should check out my new neighborhood. Sabrina. I'm going to go ahead and throw Sabrina in there because I know she's coming. Shantega. Thank you, Shantega. I forgot to mention you. My apologies. Maya. Maya is also coming. I think I said Maya. I think I started with Maya. Is that it? I don't know if Ariana is still coming. You said our names? Okay. I'm shy, but I'll pop out. Okay. So we got Jazz coming too. Nadia, we're going to miss you. We're going to miss you for sure. Nadia isn't coming. You just left all the mods. I started with all the mods. Andrea, you coming? It's August 14th through the 17th. Everyone I listed is not staying in the Airbnb. That's just, oh, Nadine. Fuck. Yeah, Nadine. Most of them have Airbnb access. But we're capped at 16, so we can't have any more in there. It's the host, man. It told us like sleeps 23 and they capped us at 16, so we can't have everybody come through. It's unfortunate. But that's why we create the itinerary and stuff like that. If you have Airbnb access, you already know you have access. Don't try to come back to the Airbnb. Don't even ask the question because the answer will be no because we cannot have any other people there. Just telling you ahead of time. Just telling you ahead of time. Sabrina gonna be my trainer for like the trip. Sabrina, you like the yap. I doubt you can sneak into anywhere. You were probably announcing that you're sneaking in. I'm sneaking in now. It's me, Sabrina, sneaking into the Airbnb. Someone doing the military crawl past the cameras. All right, nah. I told you we got Danny, man. We got Danny and Hannah guarding the perimeter. Danny got the blickies on him. Danny don't play about shit, to be honest with you. You give Danny a role, he take that shit seriously. You tell Danny he's an assassin and you send him a picture of his mother and like, this is your target. Danny's like, understood. Where's she at? Understood. Just tell me where she's located. I just checked the house. She's not there. I called her. She answered the phone. Do you have contact? True soldier. No questions asked, too. That motherfucker be on it. What we call it, Danny? Psychopathic detachment. Psychopathic detachment. The dress code down to shoes sent me. You got an all black fit, Shiv? I had to just order one. My shit gonna be here Friday. That damn Kiana. Jalo on my DMs now. You were right about him. I told you. Go ahead and get him blocked. Send him this picture first. I was about to flick off the camera, let you screenshot it, and then send it to him and be like, no, thank you. Got his ass. What's the dress code? Kiana wants to do something where we wear all black. Daily dress code, all matching. Chill out. Chill out, man. I don't think I'm going this long on a live without a phone call. Especially not in the afternoon. I doubt W has a question. We're going to see. All black in that Texas heat. Right, Miss K. Tell Kiana that. It's her idea. Dress code was not Danny's idea. I'm not opposed to it. That's why I'm doing it. But she likes the aesthetic. So, all right. When we're wearing the all black, it's like during the evening time. So it's not like one of those situations where the sun's absorbing the heat. Tell him, Eva. Damn, Nadia, chill out. You got me second guessing things. Should we change it to all white? I hate wearing all white. Some people are going to glow. What do you mean by that? Where are you getting at, CC? Yeah, I don't deal with the heat. I done told people I'm gonna be in the pool. I already let people know where I'm gonna be at. Fine, I'm being that bitch doing the backstroke. That's it. Coming out the pool in slow motion type shit. That's what type of timing I'm on. You're going to be naked in the pool? Possibly. What about shades of brown? It don't really matter to me, to be honest with you. I'm bringing up a Dazzle fan we can all share. I call dibs. If I pass out, Danny and Maya got to carry me back. Actually, just Maya. Maya has to like hold me in her arms, carry me back to the crib. You down for that, Maya? Can I trust you? Some of my worst fears, by the way. It's like being in a situation where you need mouth to mouth and you open your eyes, fucking Danny or CJ staring at you with the Drake kissy face, and there's a ton of women around. Why couldn't you get one of them to do it, man? Damn. Shit. Could have asked Jess, Sabrina, Kiana, Hannah, Express, Val. What you got CJ blowing us my mouth for, man? I can't let me see you at the funeral. It's that psychopathic detachment. If I was in a situation like that, was another man was like needing mouth to mouth, I would hesitate. He needs mouth to mouth. He'll be all right. He'll be all right. I saw his finger move. He all right. He's healing. That's how he heals. That's how he gets better. You know? Still waiting for an opportunity, Austria. Sale ain't here to defend himself, man. We can't do my guy like that. Sale gotta get fresh first. He's, oh my God, he needs help. Let me fix my man bun first. All right, I'm beautiful. And what we need to do? Sales volunteering as a lifeguard. Why y'all be on sale like that? Because you don't miss some conversations. We don't have many like mod pods at the end of the live, but you don't be present, Maya. So you missed a lot of bonding opportunities. Bobby gonna act like the dead body, right? Right. Who's going to matchmaking Dallas? You are fucking up, Maya. I think Gigi should be our matchmaker in Dallas, considering she just joined the room and she's late for class yet again. Gigi, all the damn hiking you doing? I think Gigi was the one that wanted to go on the hike. I said, wifey, listen, wifey, I don't know if I can do it. That wasn't part of the vows we made. You know what I mean? Easy work. So you got a kind of like a feel for people's energy. You can match make them. I'd be a terrible matchmaker because I'm like very how shall I say, analytical. I need him to be 6'3" and this and that and third. You bow-legged. We gotta be more realistic, love. I'm not even gonna search for that. Not even gonna go. Not even gonna go looking. Not even gonna go looking. There was a guy. What is like the legs where it's like it looks like parentheses? Is that bow-legged? Or am I conflating the two? There's like one where like the knees like collapse into one another, and then the other one's like the parenthetical. Okay. It was a guy I used to work with, and we used to play like ball after work, and his legs were like that, the parenthetical shit. And every time we were like matched up against each other, I would put the ball between his legs and go past. It's the opening there. He couldn't defend it. For real. He couldn't really defend it. I just spammed that move. Blame your parents. Blame your parents, brother. Because I'm going to spam this shit till you figure out a defense. I'm going to spam this shit every single time. Motherfucker got a YouTube channel. He put like one of them YouTube decals on his car. He was like, YouTube at blah 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 blah. I worked in marketing. I was like, I don't think that's a good strategy, bro. No, I think it'll work. You think you're just gonna drive around town with your fucking YouTube channel name? Somebody driving like, I don't have any context, but I must check this guy out. I don't think so. What profession did you have before coaching? I did tech sales, but in terms of freelancing / business, I was a marketing strategist. That's why I help y'all so much with strategy, because most people are bad at strategy. That's the advantage I have over therapists, psychologists, other dating coaches. They don't think strategically. They think tactically. You so mean? No, I had to win the game, baby. Any means necessary. We got to win. I need that W. I need that dub. Any last minute questions before I get out of here? Since y'all ain't had no calls today. Y'all lucky I'm a yapper, or this would have been very boring. What are rickets, Gina? It's a very funny sounding condition. Speak now or forever hold your peace. Any last minute questions? No? Cool. All right. New here, make sure to follow. I go live twice a day. I'll be live again tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. So if I didn't get to your question, which I doubt that was the case, since we were low on callers today, you can call in tonight and I'll answer it then. If you want to rewatch any of these streams, you can find them on YouTube at The Signal Dating, link in bio. If you want coaching, just DM me the word coach. We can handle that. Yeah. Appreciate the mods, appreciate the chat. I will see you all tonight. Y'all take care.